Lindsay. I'm here with Happily Hooked. So today we are starting part 1 of our December crochet along using these cotton yarns. We're going to make a Santa dishcloth. I am so excited about this one. Our editor Shauna made this pattern. I am so obsessed with it. So we're going to use a couple different colors of these cotton yarns. I have a couple different brands too because I'm just using what I've got on hand, which I feel like is more of what we do anyway when we're working on projects, is we try to use what we have. Sometimes we buy yarn, but most of the time I try to use what I've already got. So I've got my cotton yarn ready. I've got my hook over there. I'm so excited about this one. If you do need the written pattern, it's in the link below in the description. It's that first link there. I'm super excited about it. It's free. Don't worry. Just go grab it. And we're going to get started here in just a second. Hi friends, when you look in the description below this video, there's going to be a link there that contains free patterns. Make sure you click that, check it out, and I'm so excited to see how you make them. Bye guys. Alright, so like I said, today we are recording our Santa's washcloth, the dishcloth pattern. This was done by Shauna Underwood. She is our editor. She is incredible. So if you can see, that's our little Santa Claus that we're going to be making. You can get the pattern in the description below. It's that first link there. You can click on that and you can get that pattern. So the yarn that she uses for this is the Lion brand Re-Up. I only have it in gray. So I went through all of my cotton and I grabbed all the different colors that I'm going to need. They're just going to vary slightly from the Re-Up. So Re-Up is fine. I'm going to use this for the base because that's the main color that we use for the dishcloth itself. And then we need a white color for his beard and the fur on his hat. We need a creamish or a peachy color for his skin color. We've got a raspberry or a light pink for the blush in his cheeks, red for the hat, and black for his eyes and mouth. So this is how we've got this done. These, I believe, are all this sugar and cream. I think these 3 might be a different brand. I'm not sure what they are, to be honest. I apologize. I'm pretty sure they're sugar and cream though. I don't normally get a whole lot of different colors of yarn, but the Re-Up is gray. This is my favorite cotton. I just didn't have the shipping right now from anything is super long, especially with like Black Friday holiday and Cyber Monday coming, or all happening at the same time. So I just wouldn't have got it in time. So I had the gray, but these are the other ones that I've got right now. So that's how we're going to work this. So we're gonna move these out of the way and we're gonna start. So when you look at the chart that this comes with, you work from the bottom up. So we're gonna make the first row and we're gonna work bottom up to make this dishcloth. So to start this, we're gonna do our slip knot and we are going to chain 31. Alright, so we chain 31, and then in the second chain from the hook, we're going to single crochet back across, and this will be considered row 1. So we're just going to single crochet in every stitch back across. And then we chain 1, and this is row 1. So we have row 1 done. And then what I like to do is I take my chart that I'm using and I put a little dot next to the, or on the row. If you can see right there, in the first row square, I'll put a little dot so I know that I completed that row. And then also I do apologize that my thumbs and parts of my fingers are orange. I was peeling oranges and it stained my hands. So I'm just going with it right now. So for row 2, as you see, we're gonna change colors here. So we look over and we're gonna crochet 9 with gray, and then we're gonna go to stitch 22, and that's when we're gonna change back to gray. So this part will be white. Now you can carry your yarn if you want to. I'm going to cut my yarn and I'm gonna have more ends to weave in. The reason that I'm doing that is so you can see Santa on both sides and there's no like weird peaks of the color that we're carrying, since we're not really changing, or the colors we're changing are quite different from each other. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna single crochet our first 9 in gray. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got to 9, but we haven't finished this stitch off. So I'm going to grab my white and yes, my tails are going to be a little long. I prefer to work that way. And we finish our stitch, our 9th stitch with the white. So then 10. And if you pull on your tails a little bit, you can tighten those down. So we're gonna go to 21. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to cut my yarn. I know, it's a lot of ends to weave in. This is just a personal preference for me. You can carry your yarn, it's totally okay. And then we finish off that last stitch with the gray. And then we finish single crocheting in the rest of the stitches with the gray. So I'm not cutting the white yarn because we're just going to turn our work and use the white again, but I am cutting the gray yarn. And then we chain 1. And we make sure our spots are where they're supposed to be. So this is row 2. We just finished row 2. So I'm going to mark that off. And then we're going to go to row 3. So row 3, we're going to go a little bit over with the white. So we're going to single crochet 7 with the gray. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to grab our white And so how I do this is I'm going to grab the white and I'm going to finish this stitch off. And then I'm going to crochet around the white that I carried up and in the gray stitches. So you can see where the white is there. I go under that. I like to keep my gray yarn behind, so we'll pull these out. And to me, this is just an easier way to keep everything where it goes. So the gray yarn kind of gets brought to the back. The white yarn we grab a hold of, and I pull through, and then I go into the stitch, and so I've got the white and then the 2 loops from the gray on there. And I'll do that again here. All right, so we've got that second part of the white, so now we're going to cut our gray yarn. And we did our 2 stitches past the first one. We'll yarn over. We will keep our yarns on the back side of the project and finish this row in gray. So this is the first 3 rows of our dishcloth. So we've got my hair in it. We've got the first row of just gray, the first row of this beard, and then the second row of the beard. So we're going to follow the chart and go to row 10. So I'm going to fast forward through all of this, and we're going to get to row 10 and stop when we get there, and I will be right back with you guys. Make sure you're clicking that link below to get your pattern, and that way you can do this along with me. All right, so we got to row 10. We just finished row 10. So I don't know if you noticed it, but halfway through doing this, I grabbed another skein of re-up. So you could make 2 balls with one to work on both sides, so you won't have 1.5 ends to weave in. If you're not carrying your yarn, or if you're carrying your yarn, you're fine. If you're not carrying your yarn, you might want two balls, and you could separate this in half. That would be fine too. I just happen to have a second one because I love the gray color. I have a ton of it. But if you look, when we get these ends weaved in, it will look the same on both sides. So we got his beard done. He's all ready to go. So next week we are going to do his little tiny face. So I drew my little line on him. We're gonna do his little face next week. I'm super excited, and we'll probably get up to his fur and his hat. And then the week afterwards, we'll do the top of his hat. And then I think I'm gonna show you guys how to do a couple borders on the outside of him. Or my favorite border, I haven't decided yet, but this one doesn't come with a border. It doesn't need one. It's got really pretty edging on it anyway because of the texture that this yarn makes. But I might show you guys how I would put a border on it just in case that's an option that you guys want. That might be a little bonus that we do on Christmas Day. So I will see you guys in the next video. I'm super excited about this, and I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions or any comments, just leave those below for me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.